Hi folks, it's Sam Hazlett back here to talk with you once again about where wine comes from. But before I do that, I want to mention we did do a wine tasting last night, focusing on the wines of Argentina. It was a great event and the wines were tasting great, and what I think I'll do is publish some of the tasting notes at the bottom of this page so you can read up a little bit about why Argentina is such a special place in the wine world. Amongst other things, it may be one of the great bargain areas for wine lovers. The wines are great and the prices are fantastic. So stop into the shop sometime and talk to one of our sales consultants about some Argentinian wines. We've got a lot for you to choose from, and the prices are great. But now I'd like to get to one of the most important parts of making wine, which is after the wines have been fermented, what happens when the wines go through the press. So for this section we're going to concentrate on red wines. The reason being is that red wines, as you can see, ferment on the skins. This is a vat of wine fermenting in a redwood tank, and all those little bubbles there are some of the gases escaping during the fermentation process. The skins during the fermentation process float to the top of the tank, but they're so important to the fermentation process. They give the wine structure and color and flavor that about 4 times a day somebody has to go through and stir those skins back into the tank. So here we see somebody doing just that, and underneath is all that beautiful wine. Now you may ask yourself, how do all those skins and juice get into the press? Well, it's quite simple really. Somebody will go into the tank and scoop it out. Just using a bucket, you can fill up what here is a basket press. So all of the juice, the skins, the seeds, and everything go into the press. The press then separates the skins from the juice. The juice runs free and is pumped into another tank. However, this free-run juice only accounts for part of what's still left in the skins at this point. The skins at this point are still very moist, still have a lot of juice left in them, and it's this juice that has most of the structure. There's some tannin in these skins, and it is something that will give the wine a little bit more body and complexity on the finish. There are some wineries that will only use the free-run juice for their wines, and those wines tend to really emphasize the fruitiness of the finished wine. But here, in order to use this press, you need to build a platform on top of the skins. As you can see, the skins are below these pieces of wood, and then as you slowly build up a platform on top of that, eventually you'll be able to use hydraulic rams to slowly extract some of the remaining juice from these skins. Now you may wonder what are the skins after all the juice is extracted from them. Eventually about 10,000 pounds of pressure is put on those skins in this press, and when it's all said and done, when you break down the press, you've got a relatively dry cake of grape skins. So here you can see probably about 1,600 to 1,800 pounds of grapes reduced to this sort of soft cake. Years ago in Italy, these grape skins were dried into bricks. Those bricks could then be used to heat your home. You'd burn them in the oven, or they could be used to cook food over, and I'm sure that they had a really great flavor and aroma. Here they're taken out of the press and put onto a trailer. They'll be taken into the field and tilled back into the soil to give the soil just a little bit more nutrients. So that concludes this portion of where wine comes from, Meet the Press. We'll look forward to seeing you at Sam's Wine Shop in the future.